The SEC greenlights 35 trillion to pension pot for clearinghouse default. What does this mean? This means that the SEC removed a 1 billion cap on the amount of pension funds that can be tapped by the OCC in case of one of its members' defaults. So it says right here, this reduction in market visibility carries implication for systematic risk, especially in the context of market disruptions. In October 2014, the Treasury market experienced unusually high levels of volatility and liquidity became significantly strained. In March 2020, the global spread of COVID-19 significantly disrupted the market. Even as recently as February 25th, 2021, the prices of treasuries dropped sharply amid strained liquidity conditions. Guys, if you come over here and take a look at what the VIX did in 2008 compared to where it's tracking right now, you will see that it's coming up on a large bump in volatility. The VIX measures volatility in the S&P 500 in the overall market. Pop over on the overall market. We've been tracking it to 2008, and you can see a large sell-off is coming. Now, why did the SEC pass this rule for removing the 1 billion cap, making it 35 trillion? If you come over here to the summary, it says the SEC proposes to amend the standards applicable to covered clearing agencies for U.S. Treasury securities to require that such covered clearing agencies have written policies and procedures reasonably designed to require that every direct participant of the covered clearing agency submit for clearance and settlement all eligible secondary market transactions in U.S. Treasury securities to which it is a counterparty. In addition, the Commission proposes additional amendments to the covered clearing agency standards with respect to risk management. These requirements are designed to protect investors, reduce risk, and increase operational efficiency. What this points out to me is that the SPY is ready to take a dive. The SPY is ready to take a dump. Now, I don't know what it's going to be from, but a lot of people are suggesting that the Fed does a 100 basis point rate hike if this does happen, and if they get even more hawkish and do it by more than that, which we will get these numbers next week, expect the SPY to break down hard. I'm watching 350 for a level for the SPY to drop, and I've been watching this level ever since we started selling off back in April of 2022. I think the SPY needs to touch 350 before we can enter back in a bull market or bull market rally in general. Overall, guys, expect the SPY to play a dive. This isn't financial advice. I'm just a guy on YouTube, and my best bet is to bet some long-term puts dropping down to about 350 on the SPY, give or take, before we see a bounce in the SPY. If we see a bounce, right? I think personally that this drop to 350 is what the Fed wants. And instead of being like 2008 where it starts to actually take a major dive and major crash after that point, that's where this 35 trillion liquidity provider is coming into play to protect big funds from being margin calls and losing on their positions and tanking the overall market. The next thing I wanted to touch on is that Gods Unchained announces promotion for GameStop power-up rewards to pro members. So this is good for GameStop. Alright guys, let's end it off with GameStop and AMC's chart. So overall, AMC and GameStop are tracking these cycles. With that being said, expect a slight sell-off before a move up. On GameStop, tapping about this trend line at about $25.40, $25.50 or so. However, on the 45-minute time frame or the smaller time frame, AMC and GameStop are in a bull channel, and most of the time these ping-pong back and forth before a break to the upside. Now, I don't know how long these are going to ping-pong back and forth before a break, and I also don't know if the SPY is going to hold up, but if this does happen, expect it in the near future. As well as AMC, it is in the same exact channel as GameStop right here. Not as pretty, but it is ping-ponging back and forth. This is a sign that this is going to break out to the upside. I would watch $10.50 for that level of resistance. On the daily time frame, AMC and GameStop are both following these cycles. However, I've been working on something really interesting. You know, when I get those weird tinfoil hat theories and I'm charting for a few hours, I will be putting that video out pretty soon, so make sure to have post notifications on. I just got to wrap my head around a few things with it first. Overall, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed the video or taken something out of it. Please consider smashing that like, hit that subscribe button. Make sure to get your 10 free stocks by hitting the link pinned in the top of comments or link in the description to download Moon, deposit any amount. It's literally free money, so make sure to go do that. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.